It all comes down to making people smile, so turning frowns upside down is our motto. And so that's basically our mission statement. We have about 95 registered teams. Each time we do something, we always go there with a goal to make people feel good and happy with themselves and happy with us being there with the dogs. Just in the moment, just be in the moment.
She went to run an errand around 2 o'clock in the afternoon one day, and she got T-boned. Lady ran a red light, which, your life changes. She is a horse whisperer. She's involved with horses. She can train, she shows all this stuff. So she loves animals, has dogs and everything.
Well, the dogs just inspire her all the time.
Oh, yeah.
She just totally gets involved with them, totally.
When we moved down here to Florida, we were going to Northland Church, and then in the magazine one day, on a Sunday, June says, "Look at this," and they had what they called Pet Pals, and Pet Pals would visit a nursing home right behind the church, and so the thing is that June says, read that, and she says, "I want to do this. I've always wanted to do this, visit a nursing home with my dogs," and June came up with the name of Being Angel Therapy Dogs, and I thought that was good, and June says, she says, "I think God's blessed this. We better hang." Why did you say it? We better
hang on.
We're gonna better hang on.
Well, my father died about 23 years ago, and he was in the hospital for 8 days before he died. I had gone to the hospital one day to see him, and I knew at that point that he was dying. I came home, and I had a dog at that time, and I walked into the house, and I kind of got next to the wall, and I slid down the wall and just started sobbing, just broke up. And my dog came over, and she just licked my face, just licked me to death, and I started laughing. I said, "You know how I feel," and I just cried and laughed at the same time. My dog knew what I was going through.
I don't know really how I ended up getting involved, but I guess I had a couple of people that wanted to start going there.
This is my dog Minna.
And the moment the dog walks in and they have that, it's like, to me, it's a magical moment. Because all that fear and all that anxiety just washes away.
Kids don't care. It's just a dog, and it's fluffy, and it feels nice under their hands, and they just love it.
And then for everyone, the patient and the nurses and the doctors, to pause and just be able to have that happy moment. It's like, okay, yeah, it's good.
If this mountain does not deter.
The kids just love to sit and read to these dogs. Some of them like to do the petting while they're trying to read. Some like to make sure they see the pictures. But I think that their sense of confidence and self-esteem has definitely improved.
I acquired Sweet Pea off of the internet. I fell in love with this face, just had to have her. So I had the shelter that I was working with call to inquire on her, and they said, "Well, I'm sorry, but she's not available. She's going to be euthanized on Wednesday." And of all the dogs that I've ever had, I think she's the most sensitive, and she just has an uncanny ability to be able to walk in, read a situation, and just know what a person needs. And she has just completed her 5th year of service.
Makes all the bio in your body start
It's
working
a known fact.
again.
The blood pressure goes
and your
down.
blood pressure goes down,
Yeah.
and you just kind of forget about things, and you just relax.
So what happens is churches will
Sponsor
a bus driver in a bus, and for Orlando Children's Church Ministry, which we use a church over in Maitland.
Natalie, you really have a way.
Everyone has different gifts. Some people will play soccer with our kids. Some people will put together the breakfast sandwiches.
The thing is, these kids, and I haven't mentioned it yet, these are kids that are homeless.
There is no equivalent to what we get when the therapy dogs come. There's nothing like it. And so we're very grateful for it, and it's very significant in the lives of our kids.
And you know, Northland Church is Nathaniel's Hope, and we've been involved with them since just almost from their beginning as well. And it's a respite program for the parents. And when you have a child that has special needs, it's a 24/7. It's a very unusual ministry, and it's needed. So,
Man had been in a horrible accident. He had multiple injuries. And so I said, my dog is signaling to me that he would like to get in bed with you. Would you like that? And the guy said, I'd love it. So I put him down beside him, and Frosty snuggled up next to him. And the man he had a dog himself, but the dog was not around. But it brought back such good memories, and he just sat there, and he was just petting the dog, and the little tears came down the eyes, but they were tears of joy.
when you come home, your house is alive. They're always tickled to death to see you. That is, even if you left 10 minutes only. They're so happy to see you. They don't judge you. It's all love, 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 and you can't help but give love back. And it's just dogs what can I say? I mean, they just change our life.
Look at that face. Just look at it. Look at that fabulous face of yours. I knew the first look I took at it. This was a face the world adores. The way that it makes me happy, whatever the time or the place. I'll find in no book what I find when I look at that face.
We get more out than we give. Any volunteer that just, because you're helping people's lives.
Making their life better.
Yeah, through dogs.